Hi guys and welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial we're going to focus on the chapter on weathering, and we're going to start off with just like an introduction to weathering. So like we said before in a previous tutorial, weathering is the breakdown and decay of rocks that have been exposed to the elements, so exposed to the weather, but it's not the removal of the material. Okay, so that's really important, because then that would be erosion. So it's when rocks are broken down and decayed because they're exposed to the weather. So there's the definition if you'd like to take it down. So it's the breakdown. Weathering is the breakdown and decay of rocks. They're exposed to the elements of the weather. It does not involve the removal of the material though. And there are three main types of weathering. You've got mechanical or physical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering. The two that you need to know is mechanical weathering, which is sometimes known as physical weathering, and chemical weathering. So there we go. There's the three types of weathering: so mechanical, chemical, and biological. The two that you need to know if you're leaving Cert geography exam is mechanical weathering and chemical weathering. The next thing we're going to look at is some of the influencing factors of weathering. And there's three main influencing factors of weathering. The first one is rock type. So rock type. And rocks that contain bedding planes, faults, or folds will be weathered away at a much faster rate than rocks that don't have them. And that is because those faults, folds, and bedding planes provide a weakness in the rock, and therefore weathering can then weather those rocks at a much faster rate. Also, depending on the rock type, they will depend on the minerals that the rock has within it. And some rocks that have certain minerals in the rocks will react when they're mixed with water, and therefore will be weathered away at a much faster rate. The second factor that influences weathering is climate. So, climate decides which type of weathering will be more active and the speed it takes place at. The third influencing factor is topography. So topography of the land. So upland areas are more exposed and therefore will be weathered away at a much faster rate than areas of lowlands. So that's it for today's tutorial. It's just a short introduction into weathering, the different types of weathering, and some of the factors that influence weathering. In our next video tutorial, I'm going to talk about mechanical, or sometimes known as physical weathering, and we're going to look at freeze-thaw action, and we're going to look at the process of freeze-thaw action. So if you enjoyed the video tutorial, you learned something from it, can you tweet us? That exam revision for you. Send us a tweet. We love getting tweets. We will retweet you. And can you go onto our website and check out more of our videos if you found this one helpful. Thank you.